Hey everybody, back again. Just been working on this afternoon. Got my car going again, put a new coil and a new ignition module on it again, and it runs good. I left it running for a couple hours out in the driveway and went to drive it. I drove it down this road and took a left and then into my grandpa's driveway, turned around, came back and went to pull back in the driveway and busted the brake line. So now it has no brakes, but it runs. So that's the way my luck's been going. Got this done. I gotta trim this piece of metal just a hair because the chain wants to touch a little bit. But chain's not super tight, but it's not really loose either. I don't think I'm gonna need an idler. This chain's nice and snug. I ain't gonna need an idler for that. So got that done and got the tires lined up better. Can't really tell, but I measured them and they line up. That one's got a little bit of camber in it. I gotta adjust it and straighten it up just a hair. I think it might have a bad wheel bearing in this hub. It's got just a, well, not really much play in it, but just a little bit of play in it. Both front tires do, just a little bit. So I'm probably going to have to look into some bearings at some point, but for right now I think this right here makes it rideable. That's going to be really nice. It's I think 7 to 1. This turns 7 rotations to 1 rotation of the axle, or 7.5 to 1 or something like that. And then between this and the engine, I don't know what it is, I haven't checked it. But I think that'll be a lot better than it was. I mean, it can't hurt nothing. But they only sent 2 of these collars, which you can't probably see that good. I ain't got all my lights on. They sent 2 of these collars. There's supposed to be 2 for each bearing, not 1 for each bearing. I got 2 bearings, so I'd use a couple hose clamps. But not that big a deal. I can find collars later and little 2-piece ones like that, or I'll make something. Not that big a deal, but other than putting the muffler on it and working on that damn carburetor, it's pretty much well ready to ride again. Like I said, I got to do a muffler, got to do a carburetor, a little carburetor adjustment on it, and cut out that frame a little bit, and mostly tinker stuff. But boy, I deleted that video from the other day. It was sped up like 4 times too fast, and must have really pissed a lot of people off because I was immediately getting like a dozen dislikes on it. And I haven't got a dislike in a long time, really. So I was like, well, I got like a couple of likes and a whole bunch of dislikes, so I just deleted that shit. That's just a project you guys are never going to see, probably. But anyway, cutting keyways and axles is not so much fun. On a different note. Anyway, that's the muffler I'm using. I'm going to chop off one of these, fill it in, and that'll be the output. This will be the input. Probably. I think that's the muffler I'm going to use. I don't know. I want this thing really, really quiet. I was going to make it loud and cool sounding and use one of them glass packs and make it real deep, but I'm almost thinking like I want it to be really quiet. So I'm going to put that muffler on there and maybe even another one behind it. But yeah, I want to be able to cruise this thing at night with lights on it and stuff and not aggravate all my neighbors. I want it to be really, really quiet because this is going to go through the woods at night. It's my plans anyway. But I'll see you on the next video. You'll have a good afternoon. God, can't hardly talk tonight.